kind of made a case for himself to stay as the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. We're gonna go ahead and do a mock draft today, guys. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Texans. Shout out to Davis Mills for winning his first game. Great video a couple days ago. We're gonna go ahead and do an updated mock draft because it's kind of interesting to see where the Houston Texans might pick with the third overall pick now, and then with the potential picks from Deshaun Watson. Now, if Miami is out of the conversations, I do think there's two options: the Giants or the Eagles. Do the Houston Texans want to bring in Jalen Hurts as well with Deshaun Watson? Who knows? I think that would be something to look at. He played not too far from Houston a couple years ago, or do you want to send him to New York, right? And if you ask me, I think that's what might appeal to Sean Watson more. Being the man in New York City, the Big Apple, the G man, all eyes are gonna be on you. We talked about Deshaun maybe wanting to go to the Jets last year because of being in New York, and hey, one step better. You go to a team that has a couple Super Bowls behind its belt, and there's no one else there but Deshaun Watson. How crazy would Deshaun Watson in the blue and white beast? We're gonna go ahead and do the Giants mock draft. Gonna do 3 rounds until the season ends, and we do a little bit more study. And we see here, no surprise, Aiden Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau, the top two off the board. Don't think that's going to happen in real life, though. Do think that the Jaguars might draft Evan Neal, the offensive tackle from Alabama, could play on both sides. I'm going to take Kyle Hamilton here, the 6'4" safety, no brainer. We don't know what we're going to do with Justin Reed or Johnny Johnson. So, securing someone back there for the next 5 years is something that is very appealing. He could play inside, he could play outside. The dude is an absolute ball hog, not afraid to hit a great open field tackler, could shut down tight ends like nobody's business. And with the luxury of trading them to the New York Giants, you have a pick just a few later. And where do the Houston Texans want to go? I think Evan Neal might be someone that the Houston Texans need to take a look at. The offensive line is still atrocious. We don't know what the hell we're going to do with Lermy Tunsil next year. Here's a kicker for you guys. What if the Houston Texans involve a trade with Lermy Tunsil and trade him to another team for a potential, first round or multiple picks? I am looking at the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, he needs a left tackle. Go ahead, send him there. He has a chance to win. He didn't win here. He didn't win on the Dolphins. Give him a chance over there in Cincinnati. That to me sounds like a potential win-win. So I took Evan Nick here. Now with the sixth pick, I do want to go corner. Don't get me wrong. I think the Houston Texans, need to take a look at bringing some help, during the off season. But when you look at players who could who could transform your team, who could transform, your franchise, I think adding someone like Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle from Georgia, 6'6", 340, moves like a ballerina. Dude is absolute crazy athletic. The funny part on him was that everyone thought he was 26 until he clarified to himself that he is in fact 22. So, I like the draft so far, right? We fix major holes. We secure one part, 1/4 of the secondary and add in Kyle Hamilton. We get offensive line help, and not only that, Jordan Davis. One of my draft crushes is out there. So far we're doing okay. Do want to target a corner in this draft, unless there's someone who just absolutely blows my mind. And right here, there we go, is Ahmad Garner, Sauce Gardner. Some people consider him the number one corner in the draft, guys. If he falls to the Houston Texans at 36, this is kind of a no-brainer here for me. I'm going to go ahead and take Mr. Sauce Gardner. Now, because we have the Giants pick, we have another one. There's a lot of quarterbacks here, right? Desmond Riddler for Cincinnati, Carson Strong. Darian Kennard here is interesting for the Houston Texans. I think I might go here. Potential guard help, Max Sharpen. He really hasn't been it. Or do we want to go, wide receiver here, Jordan Pickens out of Georgia, 6'3" wide receiver. Don't really want that. We have Nico Collins, pair Jordan battle with Kyle Hamilton and and Sauce Gardner, kind of solidifying three-fourths of your secondary. But if Davis Mills is a quarterback that you want to get and build upon, I want to go ahead and give him someone like Darren Kennard who could be guard help and potentially build a damn good offensive line. Because Davis Mills has showed that when he has a clean pocket, he can be accurate. So, and if we look at our picks real quick, Kyle Hamilton, we drafted a potential left or right tackle, defensive tackle, Sauce Gardner, Darren Kennard. Liking it so far. Feels a lot of holes in the trenches and in the secondary. Let's see where else should we fall. Let's see. And we're here with the 67 pick in the draft. Where did the Houston Texans go? Darian Beavers from Cincinnati. I do want the Houston Texans to had very good guard help. Um, you know, I am gonna go with Beavers. I think that someone like who has the similar skill set of Kujay Hill, very fast, good in coverage. He tore his AC. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if he tore his ACL. He is out for the season. So the Houston Texans need to definitely take a look at a potential trading option. And here in the third round, is just finding people who you believe could be very good for the Houston Texans. Let's see here. I wouldn't mind a running back, honestly, but all the running backs are pretty much gone. James Cook from Georgia, no. I mean, this is kind of a good and bad thing for the Houston Texans, right? Getting um, multiple draft picks so that you could, boost your team. Let's see. I wouldn't mind if the Houston Texans take another linebacker here. Well, what we have Garrett Waller, who's been playing good the past couple games. You can never have too many edge guys. Get Kingsley a bar. Okay, 76 pick. Let's see. Brandon Smith is someone who's very good. Played with Michael Parsons last year. Man, is very good in coverage. Like I said here, he's a gifted athlete, very smart guy. Might go ahead and take Brandon Smith there. Like I said, I love Garrett Wallace, but if you can add someone who has the potential pedigree of a Brandon Smith, we do know that Cody Johnson loves this guy. So let's see. And damn, the Houston Texans could potentially have another pick in the third round. Let's go ahead and see what are the options here. I don't want to see a tight end. Let's see. Let's see. At 79, you got to look at. I just drafted a linebacker. This is the hard part. What are the Houston Texans going to do if they have all these picks? I believe they are going to trade down. I don't want to think that they want to go all in on this one single draft. Go ahead and go on to get some edge help here because you can never have too many edge guys. But once we look at the grand scheme of things, the Houston Texans could potentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 players in the top 100. A lot of options are there for the Houston Texans with the potential trading of Deshaun Watson. But let me know what you guys think. What if the Houston Texans ended up with a draft like this? Would you like it? Would you not? Let me know, guys. As always, go Houston Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.